Today we're pulling up on Kahuna's Burgers in Greenville, Illinois. This place operated as many local businesses such as the Country School Restaurant, Mr. Drumstick in the 70s, and even a video store in the 90s and early 2000s. In 2010, Darla and Larry Dieters purchased the building and transformed it into Kahuna's Burgers. In October 2024, Kate and Derek Herkler purchased the business and took over operations. Kate was actually the very first employee that Darla and Larry hired when she was just 16 years old. She worked there for 6 years until graduating college and then teaching for the next 9 years. When Darla and Larry were ready to retire, they offered to sell the business to Kate, and she had to jump at the opportunity. Kahuna's is known for their fresh, never frozen beef burgers, which they grind and hand patty daily. They also boast a pretty expansive outdoor space that they call the Garden. They host concerts every weekend in June, August, and September, and there's a bartender out there during those events as well. Additionally, they also host events for the kids, such as bringing in their favorite characters as well as an upcoming foam party. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., and Friday and Saturday until 9 p.m. Enough yapping, let's get snacking. First up, I went with the Wipeout Burger, which is a double Angus burger, pepper jack cheese, bacon, house-made chipotle mayo, and jalapenos. This thing was fantastic. The burger itself was seasoned amazingly well, and for the first time ever, I could taste the black pepper. The pepper jack, chipotle mayo, and jalapenos add a nice bit of heat, but it's not overbearing, and you get a little saltiness from the bacon and the slightest crunch to provide a little bit of texture. Truly a pretty fantastic burger, 8.7 out of 10. Brother, they have ski slushies with a whole dedicated machine for it. I could not pass up that opportunity whatsoever. One of the employees recommended adding cherry flavoring to it, and that was a great addition. Ski is already delicious, but in slushy form, it takes it to the next level. 9 out of 10. Last up, I asked the employee what the most popular side dish was, and she said the hand-breaded mushrooms. I got the Kahuna sauce with them, but she also recommended that I try their creamy Parmesan sauce with them. The mushrooms themselves were fried to perfection and had a good amount of seasoning in the breading. They had a nice crunch on the outside and were soft and juicy on the inside. They also came out super hot and fresh. Some solid mushrooms, 8.1 out of 10. I did try them with both the creamy Parmesan sauce and the Kahuna sauce, and they both slap, honestly. The Kahuna sauce is chipotle mayo and blended pico de gallo. I normally prefer the spicy sauce, but the creamy Parmesan sauce is insanely good. I don't know that I've ever had a dipping sauce that I could taste the Parmesan cheese in. Y'all know I'm a sucker for sauces, though, which brings me to my next point. They do make a lot of their own sauces in-house, including the creamy parm, chipotle mayo, Kahuna sauce, ranch, and even a raspberry poppy seed dressing. Alright, as you saw, that last part was filmed at my house and not Kahuna's. I believe I got into the Pecololo too much before going, if you know what I'm saying, and hit the record button twice so it didn't record. Luckily, it was a large order of the mushrooms, and I brought them home with some of the sauces. Daphne definitely approved as well. The staff was super friendly and helpful, as I mentioned, with the recommendations. Truly great customer service. This meal cost $21, and I'd give them an 8.6 out of 10 overall. If you're in the area, stop in and check them out, and as always, follow along to see what Goose is grazing on next. Peace!